Major Music.
Coming at y'all with another video. If this is your first time on this channel, we talk a lot about just music, production related things. Or if you're artists, a lot of these things may apply to you as well. May discuss new gear, may discuss how to network on social media. We also may discuss things like we're about to, which is distribution. If you like some of the information that I was putting out at the end of the video, go ahead and subscribe. You could also follow me on Instagram at d.majormusic. That's d._majormusic. But as I was saying, we're going to talk a little bit about distribution today. And I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So if you are a person or artist, producer, who's already put out music, this probably a lot of this information probably won't necessarily apply to you, but this is going to be more so for people that are really just starting to want to get their music out there. A lot of people have noticed, I've gotten out quite a few projects in 2020. Now, as far as distribution, it's going to be kind of like you can't just send, for example, one track directly to like iTunes or Apple Music or Spotify. What happens is when you go through a distributor or you go through a distribution company, what you do is you're going to upload your album directly to their website. And what they do from their website is they distribute to all these online platforms. So like Apple Music, like Spotify, like Deezer, like Google Play, all the other iHeartRadio, TikTok, even like Instagram and Facebook. When you're like creating an Instagram story and you go to the music part and you select someone's music, that's also another form of like royalties that you can get paid for your music. So as far as like myself, I've been putting out projects since 2011, and I've used 3 different distribution companies. I started out with TuneCore, and then I went from TuneCore to Distrokid, and I also have a BeatStars distribution account. So I still have music with all 3 of those companies. Though at some point I'm probably gonna consolidate everything onto one, which when I first started out, a company like TuneCore was probably ideal for me to release music. The only thing with them at that point in time, and right now still the same thing, is it's $29 for what they call an album credit. And then from there, what happens is every year to renew and keep it on the platform, they charge you $50. And if you have like a single, for example, they'll only charge you like $10 for the single. Now, Distrokid, they're gonna have different tiers of memberships, and there's gonna be some differentiators. In fact, I'm gonna pull up the Distrokid website right now on my iPad. So as we look here, when you first log into your Distrokid account, you're gonna see your projects that you have, and if you notice to the right side of the screen, there's going to be a list of the companies or the platforms that my music is on. So you can select all of these different avenues to get your music on. Now, as far as getting your music on there, so let me go to upgrade real quick. Now, as you can see here, there's going to be 3 different plans for Distrokid. I currently have the musician plan, which is kind of like their $20 a year plan, and it allows you to upload unlimited songs, get a Spotify check mark, and it's made for one artist or one band. Now, they also have the Musicians Plus, which has some other benefits to it, like release dates. Now, that's one of the differences between like TuneCore and even the base plan here for a musician. But like the Musician Plus, the cool part about that, it's going to offer a lot of the same things that you can find on TuneCore, but it also gives you the option to add your label name opposed to like just the bass playing for musician. Now what you're gonna see for musician is, released by Distrokid. On TuneCore, they're gonna put the company, same thing with BeatStars, like they're gonna list major music ENT instead of TuneCore or distributed by BeatStars. I say that to say, really find what plan or what option benefits you the most. I have three only because, as I was saying earlier, my TuneCore is going to be the oldest of the three, and I'm probably going to transition my music off of there onto one of the other platforms. BeatStars has just been around for about 3 weeks, or well, actually no, about a month. I released a single on it. Now the only thing is I did have an issue this past week with one of the songs on my Left Coast Vibe instrumental project that they said a sample was on and the sample was not on there. So I ended up having to put it out through Distrokid. Now the only thing with them is with the plan that I have, you can't set a release date, but one of the cool parts about it is like I uploaded my album Wednesday morning and it was live by that afternoon. Now, if I wanted to have something with a planned release date, then I probably would upload to my BeatStars or my TuneCore account. But as I said earlier, TuneCore is kind of pricey at this point compared to the other options and for what you can get. Now, there are some good things with TuneCore that you can get, like the publishing administrator, which they go out there and they look for like royalties for your music that maybe you haven't received and try to get those to you. Now, as far as uploading, so here on this next page you can see there's all these services options for the different platforms that you want to have your music on. So like earlier I made the example, you can't just upload directly to like Apple Music, but if I wanted to just have something exclusive to Apple Music, I can uncheck all of these boxes right here, and that song or that album would be exclusive to Apple Music. Now if we go here at the bottom, you can see here if you want to release one song or up to 35 songs. Previous release, so like if I had this or whatever project that I'm trying to release on another platform and I'm trying to put it back out on Distrokid, I would want to hit yes. There you see the artist and band name. Now, I'm sure you probably see people posting their pages like for Spotify or Apple Music. Now, once you, like if you're a new artist and nobody else is using your name, you shouldn't have any trouble by getting your page up. I have a issue now with someone else that's using my name and putting music out is kind of conflicting. So cool part about it is there's more of my content on that page, so that's how people can find mine. Now as you can see right here in the next step where it says release date, with the particular plan that I have, I don't have the option on DistroKid to plan a release date. Sometimes I've seen it, as I said earlier, as quick as a couple of hours after I upload, and I've seen it take as long as about a week to upload. So it's a very wide window. I would say if you do go with this base plan for $19.99, make sure that you're prepared to at least wait a week. Now for the album cover, I did want to go down here and talk about the album cover. Now this is going to be the same as well on any site that you upload to. Your optimal size is going to be 3000 by 3000, and it has to be either JPEG, PNG, or GIF extension. So got to make sure that at the minimum your optimal size matches that, otherwise they will not accept your artwork. So there you go down, you can pick the genres, secondary genres, and you got song title here. If you want to then go to your audio file, you can, if you have like iPad or Mac or whatever you're on, you can go there to browse and get your files. Songwriter, so if I wrote the song, and it's an original song, then I would leave it as is. If it's a cover song, then obviously you want to check the next circle. Then songwriter, real name. This is gonna be for like your publishing and your royalties. They want to have your real name in addition to your artist name on file. And then one other thing, if you notice right under here, I can add another songwriter. So let's just say we collab on a track and you have a Distrokid account. Well, then me and you can split some of the streaming royalties. So they also have some extra options here. Like I was kind of saying earlier, like if you ever notice some of your friends, or you may have done it yourself, pulled up some music and use it in your Instagram or Facebook story, you can actually have that option here. There's also YouTube. There's also what they call Store Maximizer. Now with the Store Maximizer, let's just say for example, 5 years from now there's a new music platform that comes up, and it's kind of like the new more popular platform to use at that point in time. Let's just say a new company starts up in a couple of years and they become a bigger player in the music industry as far as streaming, then your project will automatically get added to that store whenever it starts up. So you don't necessarily have to go in here and tell them to upload your album to that platform. You have Shazam and iPhone, Siri. Leave a legacy. Distrokid won't delete this single from stores due to lapsed Distrokid membership. If your credit cards decline, you can also choose to delete it at any time or not. And then got some other options here. And then once you do that, you hit done and it uploads your album. Now, real quick, I just want to go into the TuneCore section. So yeah, just like in here, now this is the TuneCore site that we're on now. So kind of laid out a little bit differently, and you have your section here, as I was saying earlier, for distribution credits. So here you can kind of see like there are different options as far as for distribution, what you can have for credit. So like if you want to put an album out, it's initially going to be $29, and then there's like if you want to go up to 20 distribution credits. As I was saying earlier, it's a little bit pricey, and I would say it's probably for a label, but there are also some other additional benefits with TuneCore. And then as I said earlier as well, I do have a BeatStars distribution account as well. But like if I wanted to upload music here, I would have to get I have to go here to where it says create album, and pretty much similar to how you viewed it on Distrokid as far as your primary genre, secondary genre. There you can see the date and time and other useful information that you might need. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty similar to Distrokid. I would say do your best research, find out what works for you. But what happens is a lot of guys have been making music for a long time, especially a lot of you producers, and at the minimum you should think about at least having the base plan on Distrokid for $20. That's gonna be unlimited releases for the whole year. I mean, you have a lot of music sitting on your computer that's not doing you any good, and it could be a great way for you to kind of grow your fan base. I know, as I said earlier, there are a lot of people that also have like playlists that you can get on to reach new potential fans. So definitely gotta turn your music that's sitting on your hard drive into something better than that. That's all I'm really gonna talk about today. If you really like what we talked about today, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at d.majormusic. And until next time,